Hi, my name is Dave Curry from Regatta Management Solutions. In this video, we're going to give you a brief overview of the certificate processing proposal we're making to PHRF New England. First, for those of you not in Mass Bay who might not be familiar with Regatta Management Solutions, let me give you a little idea about what we are about. Our intention, our goal, is to provide back-end tools to help manage sailing events. We're not a website developer. We develop tools that integrate into your existing website that you can use for registration, scoring, and certificate processing. One other interesting aspect compared to some of the other scoring systems that are out there is we're season-focused, not event-focused. Our main interface is a calendar that shows all the events in the season. This has some very interesting side effects that help with the registration and scoring systems. On the registration side, we provide online regatta registration, online live scratch sheets. Once you register for a regatta, you show immediately on the scratch sheet online, and credit card payment ability. You can also register for multiple regattas with a single credit card payment. That's where the calendar thing comes into play. On the scoring side, we have online results. They're up as soon as the race committee publishes them. And overall and series results are tabulated automatically from individual race results. Let's get on to certificate processing. We're making a proposal, and there's three pieces to this proposal. Certificate processing requires a bunch of things, several of which we already have. You need a robust owner and vote database. This we have for registration and scoring. You need registration tools, the ability to register, and you need payment tools, the ability to make a payment either by credit card or by mailed-in checks. These are all parts of the existing system that are easily adaptable to processing certificates. There's a few things that are needed for certificate processing that we intend to do already, that were already planned for next season. On the skipper side, we're introducing a My Profile page, where the skipper can log in, create a login account with our system, and update their personal demographics, information, change their phone number, change their email address, etc. They can look at their boat or boats, manage that information, upload a picture, thumbnail picture of it, and a variety of other things. And then also they can look at their rating history. So there's a skipper page that will allow the user to come into our system and see the races. They'll also see their race history. On the membership management tool side, we're offering organizations tools for managing their membership. Basically, you can think of a small local fleet, local PHR fleet, as being an organization that needs help managing their membership. Be able to send emails directly, set up membership fees, types, and manage payments, whether they're by credit card or by check. The third piece of the puzzle is managing the actual certificate data and the process flow to process a certificate. We'll need to have a data structure that supports the certificate information itself, all the information on the form, and a process flow that works to support this, including user submission, local fleet handicapper approval, chief handicapper approval, that's setting the new rating, setting the effective date. That will then immediately go to online valid lists that are live, and live handicaps in the scoring and registration system. We'll actually have a prototype of this already developed. You can view it on a series of YouTube videos that are on the same site that you reached this one. So we encourage you to check that out, and we're pretty much well down the road of creating this side of the puzzle. What are the benefits to PHRF New England for going with such a system? Of course, reduced paperwork. There's less paper involved. It's on an online data entry system. All of the data is done online and processed online. We have an online form, certificate form, that highlights the change data. In other words, when somebody submits a change to their rating certificate, you'll see in a red bold what the change was, and the data that shows the previous setting will also be indicated. Of course, we'll need ways to deal with the 5% of the population that still want to use a paper process, but that's not a problem as well. And from the demos, you can see how that will be handled. This will result in faster certificate processing. Eliminating mailings, check processing, etc. means that somebody could log in, pay with a credit card, get their certificate processed just as quickly as the local handicapper and the chief handicapper can log in and click the approval appropriate approvals. A side benefit of this is we'll get better data integrity. Users will be able to manage their own demographic information. If they don't like the way their name is presented, or they want to change that, or they move and they want to update their phone number or address, they'll be able to log into the My Profile side of things and change that. Overall, there'll be less data entry. Local handicappers and the fleet, PHRF New England fleet staff itself won't have to take paper forms and enter the data in a database. One feature that we think is important is the fact that we support multiple owners for one boat. It's built into our system, basically dealing with the fact that there are many boats out there that have multiple owners, and that owners need to be listed and associated with that particular boat. We also will support live online valid lists. For those of you who are familiar with our scratch sheets and results, this list is always up to date. As soon as the effective date for a new rating comes in, it will show. And the list will be sortable by all column headings, just like our scratch and results sheet. So we don't need to have 3 or 4 different PDF versions of the valid list. We'll have one valid list. If you want to sort it by boat name, you click on the boat name heading and it sorts by that. If you want to sort it by rating, you do that as well, sorted by all of them. A hidden sort of improvement to the process is the easy-to-fleet PHRF New England payment process. There won't be any need for invoices anymore for PHRF New England to invoice the local fleets directly. PHRF New England portion of the fee can be routed directly to PHRF New England from our system. So once that split is set up, there's no problem for us receiving the overall fee and sending the appropriate fee to PHRF New England and the remainder of it to the local fleet. As I mentioned before, individual local fleets will have management tools for managing their own membership. Email members at no additional charge. You'll be able to email members at any time, no additional charge. And we also, as I said before, we're not going to develop your website. We can integrate these tools into your own existing website for the local fleet level. Users will be able to look at their own certificate history and from their My Profile page submit a new renewal or modification to their certificate. The last piece of it is the development time frame and the costs. As I said before, the prototype of the certificate processing is done. Feel free to look at that on these YouTube videos. At this point, we just need to see the real data from the current database to make any tweaks we need to it and to finalize the process. We believe that we need to be in beta testing January 1. You guys need to have a working system up and running January 1 that you can play with for the early part of January and roll it out to the fleets in around the February 1st. With a timely decision, we can commit to this. We're well down the road already, and we believe this is definitely possible. On the cost side, just like our existing system, we have no upfront development costs. Same model as our existing registration and scoring tools. We're proposing a $2 per membership process and a $3 per certificate process. Think of it as $2 for a person to become a local member to PHRF, Hingham Bay PHRF, for example, and $3 to process their certificate through PHRF New England. The reason we've separated those two items is that we're going to make the membership processing available to One Design fleets like Marblehead Racing Association and some of the local fleets in Hingham and Hull available as well. So they'll be able, since they don't have a certificate requirement, they'll be able to manage their membership through our system with the $2 per membership process. That doesn't include any credit card processing fees, which are the normal 2.9% rate that we used before for registration and scoring tools. It's pretty standard across the industry. Thank you very much for your time and viewing this video, and if you have any questions, you can always feel free to email us at info@regattaman.com. Thank you.